everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. And today, just in time for Halloween, which is only a couple of days away, we're gonna be making this delicious Halloween style chocolate bark. Let's go see how this all comes together. Today we're gonna be making a Halloween style chocolate bark. It's going to be a little bit sweet. Oh, it's going to be a whole lot sweet. It's going to have a little bit of a salty edge to it. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be delicious and it's going to be perfect for you to take and share to a bake sale or a Halloween dinner or a Halloween potluck or some church function. Maybe you don't do Halloween, maybe you do trunk or treat, maybe you do first fruits and fall harvest celebration, things like that. This is going to be the perfect thing to take and share. What we're gonna need is a pound. This is actually a 22-ounce bag of better quality white chocolate chips. This is the Ghirardelli brand, and we're gonna be melting this, and this is going to be the base for our bark. We're going to top our bark off with some, these are the cutest little mini, they're called teeny tiny twists, and I think they're made by Snyder's. But you can use just mini pretzels, or you could use big pretzels and just break them up if you like. We're gonna be using some chocolate covered peanut candies, and I'm gonna be melting some more chocolate chips to drizzle on the top. We're gonna be using some candy corn, some dry roasted peanuts, and some peanut butter coated peanut butter candies. You can really do whatever you want. I've seen people throw crushed Oreos on here. I decided to leave that off because we've got a lot of sweetness going on already, and I didn't think that we really needed a cookie in there. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna melt the chocolate, and then we'll be right back and we'll talk about that and we'll build our bark. All right, we're all ready to start building our bark. I went ahead and I melted the chocolate. You guys, if you've never melted chocolate before, on the back of the bag of the brand that I bought, there were melting instructions. But just for future reference, this was a 22-ounce bag of chocolate, white chocolate chips. I stuck them in this mixing bowl and I put them in my microwave, which is 1200 watts, for 1 minute and 11 seconds. Now, I have a baking sheet here that I've lined with foil as well as some parchment. This is just gonna help me build my bark. And I also melted my chocolate chips, my milk chocolate chips, and I put them in a little baggie so that after, when we want to drizzle this, we can just snip the tip right off that bag and use it like a little piping bag. So I'm just gonna set this aside. We're gonna pour our white chocolate out on this baking sheet. Now, when you're melting, your microwave may not be as strong as mine. Mine only took the minute and 11 seconds. It was actually perfect. Chocolate will oftentimes look like it's not melted, but it really is. All you have to do is stir it up, and the residual heat that's still in there is gonna melt what's remaining. You will want to start off with a minute and then stir it and then put it in the microwave for 15-second intervals until you reach the perfect consistency. So now what you wanna do is just pour this out on your baking sheet or your prepared surface. And this is when you just start spreading it out. You want to try and get it as even as possible. But remember, this is bark. It doesn't have to be perfect in any way. And there we go. Now the fun part. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start sprinkling on some of our toppings. This is completely up to you. You can make this with as many or as few fun toppings as you like. I have not given you measurements for the toppings because that is a subjective idea and you should put on what you like. This is what we're using in ours. And because it's, you know, this is a Halloween theme, we're using Halloween style candies on with our chocolate peanut candies. This is just gonna look super festive. I'm gonna put pretzels in here because I think chocolate covered pretzels are pretty yummy. Remember, we're going to be drizzling this also with milk chocolate. I also have some dry roasted peanuts. And of course, if you don't like peanuts or have a peanut allergy, you'll know to leave those out. And I made something else with the rest of the bag of these little peanut butter candies, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss them on my bark. That way they get used up and they don't go to waste. And I am probably going to take this to my Bible study. I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper and I'm just going to put it on top, and I'm going to give this a gentle press just so we can really make sure that all of those delicious toppings are embedded in there. And now we're going to put our chocolate drizzle on here. of this bag and then just start drizzling away. You may or may not use all of the chocolate that you melted. You can let this set at room temperature for approximately 2 hours to set up, or you can pop it in your refrigerator for about 30 to 40 minutes and let it set up that way. So that's what we're gonna do now, and then we'll bring you back when it's ready to go. Our Halloween bark has been in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. We were busy doing other things and we just let it do what it needed to do, and we came back to it and it's perfect and ready to break up. Now all you need to do is come in here. You can use a knife or you can just use your fingers and you can break it up. I'm gonna put it on a mat and use a knife to cut it up into shards, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. There you have it. There is our festive Halloween bark ready to enjoy for the holiday. This is so easy to make, and really there are limitless possibilities when it comes to this. Do you like dark chocolate? Use that as your base instead of the white chocolate. You put on the bark what you like. Dried fruit, nuts, whatever it is that you prefer. You can make this for Christmas, for Halloween, for Valentine's Day. It's great to take when you're visiting someone, or if you've been invited to their home. You show up with a lovely bag of this and present it to the hostess, and they're just gonna love you. So, do you want to taste this?
What's not to love?
Exactly. So that's how you make festive Halloween bark, or whatever holiday you like. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you're new to my kitchen and you happened on by looking for ideas of fun Halloween treats, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have new friends join me. Please be sure and hit the subscribe button. And if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, please be sure and hit that bell notification button, because we don't want any of you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this festive Halloween bark a try sometime soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.